affirm that I will support the constitutions of the United States and the state of Michigan.
I do solemnly swear and confirm that I will support the Constitution of the state of Michigan
And the charter of the city of Flint, and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of the office of.
and the charter of, and the Flint City Charter, and I will faithfully discharge the duties of the office of
First Ward Council Member, council appointment on behalf of all the citizens of the city of Flint to the best of my ability.
First Ward Council Member, council appointed, on behalf of all citizens of the city of Flint to the best of my ability. I do. Thank you.
Signature here.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, so now let's have a round of applause for our newly appointed First Ward City Councilman, El-Alamin. Please take your
Yeah. Thinking to myself like, what the fuck is going on? Asking God for help, like what the fuck I'm doing wrong. He ain't giving me no answers, I figured it out myself. Got tired of asking questions, I'm tired of looking for help. Man, I can't win for losing, I'm steady taking these losses. Had to bury greed and chink, same week, 2 different coffins. Man, that shit'll traumatize you when it ain't trying to. Everybody shedding tears, you trying not to cry too. They say they feel my pain, but they don't know how much I'm hurting. Mama told me pray, it usually help, but it ain't working. Just to numb this pain, I'm popping Perkins by the 30s.
What's going on? What's going on, good brother?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. How you doing, sir? How you doing?
I'm all right, man. What we got? We got Leon El-Amin. He's the vice president of the Flint Housing Commission Board. He got his organization, the May Institute, and y'all all know that he's the current First Ward City Council. Introduce yourself, brother, for the people that don't know who you is.
Yeah, definitely. Well, thank you first and foremost for giving me this opportunity to be on your platform, good brother. I really appreciate it. I'm Leon El-Alamin. I'm a lifelong resident of the city of Flint. Been here my whole life. I'm 43 years old. Born and raised most of my life on Flint's north side in the First Ward. As an adolescent, I was raised by my grandmother, who instilled in me the morals and compassion for service and helping people. And as I got older, I was raised by my mother, who was a GM retiree, gave over like 30 years to GM. I'm a Flint Northwestern graduate, class of 1999. I went to Holmes Middle School. Prior to that, I was at Pearson and Eisenhower. So I'm a Flint native, born and raised, and more in particular, I've been in the First Ward basically my whole life, man. And someone who's also a formerly incarcerated man who spent 7 years in the Michigan Department of Corrections from 2003 to 2010 for drugs and gun charges. Had an opportunity to go through that experience and transform my mentality and my perspective on life, and to come out now and be doing some of the amazing things that I'm doing. So that's who I am.
Man, hey man, that's amazing. That's great, brother. I see you a big advocate for the sponsorship, man. How you just had a fair yesterday, right? Can you
Yes,
elaborate on
sir.
that?
Yeah, definitely. So in partnership, my organization, the Made Institute, partner with Legal Services of Eastern Michigan, the Friend of Court. Also, Roof My Foundation was one of the sponsors, and me just representing as the council person. I've done these expungements before, and we had an opportunity to do it again. And I particularly did it in the First Ward because I know it's a high volume of individuals who can benefit from it, who may have some issues on their record. And we ran the expungement yesterday at Hasselbring. It was a great turnout. We had like 40 individuals who were able to get, 33 were able to get their record expunged. 7 will get assistance with their child support. It was a great look, man. And actually, when we was leaving out, when it had ended, we ran out of attorneys. We had 20 cars pulling up. So it's a great need definitely in the community for that. And that's something I'm really passionate about when it comes to prison reform and things like that, because I'm someone who's been impacted by mass incarceration.
Right, without a doubt, man. And I always say, you said you had like over 40 people y'all helped out, or how many you say? How many you say y'all helped?
Yes,
You
sir.
helped
Yes,
out?
sir. We was able to reach 40 yesterday, and then it was 20 cars when we was leaving that we had to turn around, and we're gonna be planning. We planning on doing
Yeah,
another one, and we're gonna be able to make it a little bit bigger and make for people to have an
yeah,
opportunity to get their records and things expunged as well.
yeah. That's a beautiful thing, man. Because if you just reached one person, you did your job, man. Um, and that's important to get the record straight. So keep doing that, and keep doing that, man. The community needs that, man. Um,
Absolutely, absolutely, good brother. I'm somebody who got his record
right. You got your record response, right?
on several years ago. So
Right,
I know the benefit of getting your record cleared up after you done served your time. Really getting it open up doors for you. You know what I mean? It really eliminates a lot of things and barriers that those of us who've been through the system have to face, whether it's housing, job opportunities, you name it. So having your record expunged is very huge, and I'm passionate about that because I'm personally had mine done. So I know the benefits of it, and that's something that I'm very dear and passionate about. And when you
right,
have a community that has at least 42% of its population with felony conviction, that's half your population. If we don't address those who have been impacted by mass incarceration, we setting our community up for failure. So I'm passionate about that.
right. That speaks values, brother. Let me see what we got. Okay, hold on one second. Uh, okay, get my itinerary together. Okay. Um, it's a lot of moving parts, man, in this city, man. We got a lot going on in the first ward in the whole city. But we all know parts in a well-oiled machine usually makes the parts run smoothly, right? So, what parts, if this makes any sense, do we need to be oiled in the first ward, if that makes sense?
Unity. We need unity. We can't do, no one or two people can do this by themselves. No one organization, no one block club, no one individual, no one council person. We need unity. Until we get some serious unity, and not unity where it's on the face value when somebody got a camera, a social media post that they want to put up and say that we trying to bring unity. No, some real unity to eliminate a lot of the things that we are faced with. And until we get that unity, it's going to be hard to really move the war forward. And that's one of the things on my platform that I'm trying to do is promote unity. I'm willing to work with people who willing to work with me. If you're not on some messy stuff, I'm a real serious person. I've been doing this from the time I came home in 2010, and I came home from nothing. And I know the importance of being serious, and when you conduct yourself in a certain way, and people start to recognize that, and people will be willing to work with you on that. I think when it comes to that oil machine, we first and foremost need some unity amongst ourselves.
Okay. Hey man, look at us, man. You came home in 2010, and I did too. I got my own podcast, and you the councilman, man. Look at God working, man. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely,
You know what I'm
absolutely,
saying? In
absolutely,
2010, we
absolutely.
was behind bars like animals. You feel me? Now look at us
Real
now,
talk.
man. You know what I'm saying?
And also, let me commend you, good brother. Ain't you an author? Because I remember the first time I met you, I had purchased one of your books. You an author, right?
Yes, sir. You purchased three of them, man. Hold on.
Yeah.
You purchased three of them. You got that one, Blackwater, and then them two right there. Nothing to something to come up in green pieces of paper, which I appreciate you. I got to get your books, man. I got to return the favor. Yeah, yeah,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
yeah. So yeah, man. Yeah. So you know what I'm saying. We came a long ways, brother. You know what
Real
I'm saying.
talk, man. Real
You know
talk.
what I'm saying. So you know, okay. What we got here? Let me see. Okay. I know you got the May Institute program going, right? But would you be willing to implement a program to help out the youth of the first ward? And if need, and if so, if you would be needed to spearhead, would you be to spearhead it? Would you be willing to, the lead, the lead the efforts towards this program? Just
Absolutely.
just for
I'm
the
all
first
for
ward.
it. Definitely. I'm all for anything that's positive, put together correctly, and individuals willing to break that down and make it make sense. Now, if you got your program together, you've been doing it, it's established right, let's go. I'm all for that. It's not about just me or my program or my organization, because we got folks that's been out here been putting in work in the first ward for a little bit of time as well, whether they're in our block clubs, doing cleanups, etc., and working with our kids. So I'm all for supporting things that's been beneficial in the ward, and it could be just strictly for the first ward. I'm all for supporting that. Just have a conversation with me, break things down. My background is in business, so I'm a businessman. I like to look at numbers. I like to look at structure. If everything's lining up, and if we need to tweak some things, I'm willing to help a person do that or bring some consultants in to do that. But I'm all for it. Absolutely. If it's gonna move the war forward and our kids, I'm all for that, bro.
Okay. Um, we all know that the great Eric Mays, Councilman Eric Mays, stood for integrity and fought tooth and nail for not only for the first ward, but for all the residents of Flint, Michigan, man. Is you gonna continue to fight for the city like Eric did and fight for the people?
Absolutely, absolutely. Much respect to Eric. I met Eric. I actually ran for the first ward when I came home from prison. And I didn't know what I was doing, wasn't no maid, wasn't none of that. And that's actually when we met and we had an opportunity. I got pictures, I'll send them to you after this, that can show like over there where I stay at, where we was doing events, block club events, and trying to, do some positive things. Absolutely. I'm all for Flint. That's why I remain here, been here my whole life, man. I want to see the city move forward and get back to thriving. Not only the downtown area, I want our neighborhoods to be thriving as well. And so I'm all for that. And I'm definitely fighting for Flint as well as the first ward residents.
Okay. Oh, how do you feel? How do you actually feel, in your words? How do you feel about the former councilman, man, Eric Mays? How do you know what I mean? In your
We
own
had
words, how do you feel about him?
we had a good. I mean, we had a mutual respect with each other. Our politics is a little different, but far as outside politics, just as a man, I respected him. And I think something that we had similar was that our passion for the people. We love our people, you know what I mean? And we'll fight tooth and nail for our people. So I have much respect for him on that. And, despite what a lot of people say about Mr. Mays, may he rest in peace, a lot of times he was right on a lot of things, and people didn't want to give him that credit. So I respect him for standing on what he stood for and so forth. So as a man, I respect him. Maybe as on the politics, we differed, and we had conversations around that. But overall, as a man, I respect him and appreciate some of the things he was able to do.
Okay. What's your vision for the first ward, man? I know you said you embracing the whole city, but what's your vision for the first ward?
Well, there's some things, man. I've been doing the work prior to even being in this position as counsel, et cetera, through my organization and as a community activist. I've been very involved. So some of the things that I know that we definitely need to take care of in the first ward is eliminating the blight. We have a serious blight issue in our ward. A lot of abandoned houses, burnt down houses, a lot of dumping and trash, things like that. Actually, I was at 2 cleanups today, and that was amazing. I was invited to be a part of these community cleanups. They went very well, and I'm thankful I had that opportunity because it only reinforces what I already knew in regards to we have a serious blight issue. So one of the main things that I'm focused on is eliminating blight. I get calls every day since I've been in this position. I got folks who homeowners who got blighted homes next to their home where there's dumping, there's animals and things like that. So first and foremost, we want to eliminate all the blight and turning the ward into a clean area and space that we can all appreciate. That's first and foremost. Then also, I'm serious, committed to working with our youth, creating opportunities to grow and our youth, increasing job opportunities, mentorship, and making sure that they going down a better path in life than sometimes many of us like including myself, didn't have that when I was growing up, and that's why I made some of the choices that I made. Another component is protecting our elders. Safety is important. I want to see some things get done where we already actually doing some of this. Where I renovated in about a month. I've been renovated with my team 15 homes. We bought them from Land Bank right in the ward. Majority of them are in the ward. We fully renovated them outside and inside, and then we moving good people in them. So we're doing multiple things. We're not only renovating these homes, we also providing skilled trades. That's something I want to continue to bring and get back into schools. We used to have skilled trades in the schools, and this will help our youth find a career path for those who don't want to go to college. So those are some of the things that I want to see done. And also what I discovered now being in this position, we have some key positions that hasn't been filled. Some things like First Ward Zoning Board of Appeals, ethics and accountability. I know we have someone there now, but the term is almost up. And there's a couple other important positions that we need to fill. And why I say that is because the individuals that you select come from your ward that fill these positions also can help you navigate things to get resources into the ward and so forth. So those are just some of the things that I want to see get done. But also, I'm getting ready to have a nice town hall meeting or a meet and greet, however you want to term that, to where I want to hear from the residents. I want to hear what the concerns and needs of the residents is. I don't want it to ever feel like it's just about me. Those are just some of the things that I zoomed in on and put some things behind and got some things in traction behind moving. But most importantly, it's about the residents, and I want to hear the concerns and needs of the residents. And real soon, we about to have a nice town hall so we can get that input, and then we're going to go to work.
Okay. Hey, brother, believe it or not, that was my next question about what was your take on blight. Hold on, I got a video, man, that a resident shared of the cleanup. Hold on.
I'm live here on Kermit Street. They're finally tearing down these houses. So they tearing down one that's 5317. Then they missed this one. It's on another list. I'm gonna walk over here where they tore down this house. What a difference it's gonna make around here in this neighborhood. Just keep filling them in. Filling the holes in. They tore down this house. There's the water. So I wasn't out here for the actual demolition, but the houses are gone. There's one house. There's a house gone here. There's another one to be torn down. There's 5317 Kermit sister's house, and then there's the last house down here that they tore down. So. First Ward. It's a blessing for this cleanup. Well, she got a kernel. Oh, wow. How y'all doing? Demolition. Oh, wow. Tearing down all of that. Work it, boy. This is my sister's house. And she will be taking care of these lots. So there will be 2 cleanups here in the First Ward starting tomorrow. Barnell Home Neighborhood Association will be cleaning up in the First Ward. And we have the Heritage Manor neighborhood gonna be cleaning up. So come on out and join us. There will be a dumpster at Hasselbrink Senior Center. So bring your stuff. I just wanted to give you a preview of what's going on here on Kermit Street. This is Kermit Street neighborhood. Yeah, demolishing 2 houses. A long time coming, but it look gonna be all right. Hey, Mary. That's Miss Cole, y'all. Yeah. You want me?
Yeah, brother. Would you keep that type of energy going? Would you make it available for the residents to keep the blight down? You know, a couple times a year, bring out dumpsters. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. We already
Right.
kind of got the ball rolling too. I had text you some of the pictures to show that where some things that got approved. These houses and things like that wasn't on the list to come down this year. It's through my
Okay.
advocacy that I have been able to get some additional properties on the list to get torn down this year. If you ride down Homes and like by Fleming, it was a house sitting right there, and I sent you that picture. It was like white and red with all the trees falling down. You go by there now, it's gone. That wasn't on the list originally, and I sent you a couple more, as well
Okay.
as getting the some of the roads, the area over there by like Fleming and Homes, getting the
Right.
roads repaired and things like that. So I've been at it, man. In this short little month or whatever I've been in this position, I've been working, bro.
Okay. Hey man, that's what we need, man. That's what we need, bro. That's what we need. Let me see. What's your is you familiar with the that trash contract, man?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
That trash contract that the
You
city
say
took
trash?
on. Yeah, the trash contract. I had Councilman Pfeiffer on here, and he said that trash contract was gonna get us one step closer to emergency management. It was because the taxes on it is real high. Remember they changing the trucks and they was gonna get everybody trash cans and with
I,
the addresses on them and stuff. What's
I,
your
I
what's your
remember the I remember the change, but I haven't had an opportunity to look at that actual contract, so I can't really speak to that right now.
okay? What about them 190 properties that Deb Cherry and Landbank took for the residents of Flint? You up familiar with that?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, definitely. Some
What's
of my
what's your
people,
take on that,
okay.
man?
I think that was I didn't like that process. This was the first time they allowed someone to come in and buy that many properties in a bundle like that, and the way they did it, I don't think the best way of going about doing that. And I'm being someone now. I'm just now forget my councilman hat. I'm also an entrepreneur. I'm a businessman, so I buy properties and I do things like that, renovate properties and rent them out as well. And I got a lot of hassle trying to purchase multiple properties through land bank and so forth, or the county. They wouldn't allow me to do that. So I have some issues with that. You know what I mean? It's unfortunate that happened, and the ball is kind of rolling now. And then, we find they trying to reach out to some of the residents, but not all the residents, and try to give them some kind of assistance. But the ball is already rolling. So to be honest with you, I'm really not in favor of that. I don't know all the details, but I am kind of aware, and I don't think that process was done fairly, because there's some of us out here that's been doing the work and was trying to do similar things, and we was denied. So what makes it favorable for this company or these individuals to come in and actually they from the outside to be able to buy up these properties and so forth? But also on the flip side too, we got to also hold ourselves a little bit accountable as well when we allow our taxes and things to get delinquent over 2 years, and then they placed in this situation as well. So I think it has to be to be fair on both sides. I can see it from their side. They just businessmen, and they found a deal and somebody gave it to them. Okay, you can look at it from that. But then also you got to look at the residents who've been here, and then I also got to ask the question: were you looking for help? Were you trying to get help prior to your house being in foreclosure and getting to this point? So it's kind of it's a touchy situation, and I can understand both sides. But to be honest with you, bro, I'm on the people side on this one, because I really didn't like how that went down.
All right. Let's talk serious business now, bro. Let's talk water, man. We can't have a conversation in Flint, Michigan without water, man. Um, we can't, man. We got the worst quality of water in the United States, and we got the highest water rates in the United States, man. As a matter of fact, I just got an email, bro, today about the water crisis settlement, man. They telling me they denied everything. They said everything that I sent in is invalid. Is they not accepting it, man? They full of bullshit, man. We probably will never see that money, man. What's your take on all this melee, man, about the water crisis, the quality of the water, and the take on the water crisis settlement, man?
Well, being
What,
somebody that's impacted by that, and that was an activist and on the front lines. Actually, me and my organization, and I brought in some other individuals and organizations. We changed the first two lead line service lines in the city of Flint. Before any money, before anything, we raised funds and we changed the lead service line. We figured it out because some of my friends are like doctors and scientists and construction people, and we did the research. And we reached out to two properties. They were in the third ward. You can Google it. We changed the first two lead line service lines, and we got a lot of flack behind doing that because we figured out what was the issue. Not only do you got to change the plumbing and the pipes from the street up to the house, but the plumbing and things got to be changed in people's houses as well, where the water was creeping in. And so that's something very near and dear to me. You know, I've been in documentaries and things like that about this water crisis, man. And I think that the people, again, is getting the short end of the stick. It's a lot of blame that can go around on all sides. If you want to be honest about it, I'm not just going to pinpoint one particular person or one regime, because a lot of people had their hands in this situation all the way up to the state and the governor, and how they orchestrated this whole situation, and then to see the people still waiting on their checks or whatever they're gonna get out of it, I think is a disgrace, and we being played up on it, and that's something that I'm not in agreement with. And I think that moving forward, you know, I'm not gonna get too much into that right now, but to say moving forward, that just makes more sense. Why I'm saying, like, we need more unity, we need more communication, and we need to be organizing ourselves, so when tragedies and things like that come into our community, we better prepare to deal with it and hold individuals accountable who need to be held accountable, and not get bamboozled or sway a certain way, and certain people get their pockets filled, and then we still left on this end over here trying to figure out what's gonna be, when we gonna get ours, and what's gonna happen next.
yeah, man. I see, man, a lot of corruption in this city, man, in the government, in every form of government, man. I'm talking about from the 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 city council, the the police department, the fire department, you name it. Every form of government in Flint, man, total corruption, man. Um, what you think some solutions for all this corruption that we witnessing, man?
Well, I give you a good example, and you speaking on something that's very dear and something I'm kind of involved in right now. So I'm also the vice president of the Flint Housing Commission. I've been over there since last July, and when I was appointed to be on that commission over there, I instantly recognized the falsehood, the corruption, and things like that that's going on. The previous board members prior to me being selected on there fell asleep at the wheel. I'm just gonna be honest, and they Flint residents. But a lot of the individuals who run that institution over there, that industry, that housing complex, is unfortunately, man, because when myself and another new board member was selected, she was selected like a month at ground run. And then we was asking for contracts. We was looking at them financials, and things just not adding up. And I also shared that with you, and it was a link. We had to just recently put the executive director on the administrative leave because of some inappropriate behavior that we seen as we go through this investigation. I led the spearhead on that as well. And then also we just recently had to put the attorney that he brought in, that's one of his friends, we had to give him his 30-day notice as well because of the corruption that's going on over there. So that's one thing that I'm definitely fighting against. It's all forms of corruption. You know what I mean? Because we'll never move forward as a city. It's too much money, too much investments and things coming into the city that the people are not benefiting from. And I have an issue with that. My people stay here, I stay here, my child stay here. And I want to see this community do better and thrive and get back to that position where when GM was booming and our families was doing good, we had our schools. I'm trying to see us get back to that place in the city. And it is a lot of corruption. So I'm fighting corruption on all levels.
All right, man. Are you all we are everybody in Flint know about we had 94 million, man. ARPA fund money, man. Our houses are falling down. We got tarps on the houses, on our roofs. We got our porches falling in. You know what I'm saying? It's been said, right, that you got ARPA funds. Did you?
Let me clear that up.
Okay.
Did I apply to my
Did you apply for the ARPA funds? Did you
organization?
receive
Did
ARPA
my
funds?
organization apply? Yes.
Okay. So is how
Yeah.
much how much ARPA funds did you
Hold
receive?
on.
Okay. Okay.
I haven't received $1 of the Harper funds yet.
Okay.
I haven't received none. Did I apply? Yes, my organization did apply prior to me being counsel. I have not received not $1 of the Harper funds that we applied for. That's the honest God truth, bro. And I've been seeing, I'm glad you said that, man, because it's some individuals who don't even personally know me, never did business with me, but they seem to want to keep my name in their mouth and on their little social media blogs and all of this, saying and putting this falsehood out here, what they intend. And I come from nothing, and I'm really doing the work. They too busy trying to find a way to come at me with this falsehood, but they can't show you anything that they doing no real work in the community. Let me say this again. Yes, I did. My organization did apply prior to me being in this position because nobody knew Mr. Mays was gonna pass. You know what I'm saying? So my organization did, but I have not received not $1, and I swear to God on it.
So y'all was approved, you just haven't received any money, right?
I can't hear you. You broke up.
I said so your organization was approved, you just haven't received any money yet, right?
Yes, sir.
Well, man, it's you know, man, we're a poverty stricken city, man. Hey, man, this it's ridiculous, man. And I feel you. I understand what you're saying about people coming at you sideways about that, because this is a gossip city. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? But I was gonna ask you about the funds. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't gonna let the show go past without that because we had 94 million, man. I remember Eric used to brag about the 94 million, man. He just said it on my show. You know what I'm saying? He had 94 million to spend. And the people, man, need their houses and their porches and stuff done, man.
Hmm.
The whole city going is going we going then the house is gonna be blight in a minute. If you think about it, it's gonna crumble and fall down. And then I'm just telling my opinion, bro. You got all these nonprofits jacking for position to come get our money, right? And
You
to my
you
knowledge,
you
our
you
funds
going
was.
in and out, good brother.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
You going in and out.
I don't know
Okay,
why.
there you go.
I'm good. Okay. Look, so the ARPA funds,
Okay, there you go.
first of all, they were sent for the COVID relief. That's what it was. That's what it was for, to help stimulate the economy, economic development, man. And
Mm.
I just don't see no economic development, man. I see a bunch of nonprofits jocking, coming, getting our money, man. That the government sent us. That the government sent us, to fix our roofs and porches and stimulate the small businesses and all that, man. This shit, it ain't fair, man. Then to come find out that they say all the money gone. You know what I mean? I know they shot that slick news. Go ahead, brother.
That's
Go
not
ahead. I
true, good
want you to
brother.
talk. Go ahead. I want you to
Let,
talk.
let,
Go
let,
ahead.
let me clear that up. It's still Harper dollars down there. Anybody telling you them dollars is all the way gone, that's not accurate. And what I would do, I would get the exact number and I'm gonna shoot that to you on a follow up on where it's at with the number. I'll reach out to the financial person,
Okay.
but I'm gonna tell you 100%. All them dollars is not gone. So whoever's
Okay.
saying that is just spearing things out there to keep gossip and nonsense going. But you absolutely right. You know, a big component and part of those dollars was to benefit the residents. You know what I mean? But not in a sense to where residents think they're gonna get money sent to themselves as individuals. When you read the criteria and to get those federal dollars, it's for like organizations or entities who distribute those funds off into the community. What's sad to me, man, and I've seen this happening, you know, and people experience this out here that the dollar's supposed to go to individuals and just, all right, even if you want your home fixed up, it don't go to you. You have to go through the entities that receive the funds to do that kind of work. So Metro Community Development got funds like 1.5 to do housing and things like that. Habitat for Humanity, they got about 1.5. GCAR got money to do those things. And there's still money left that can be distributed and put into that pot for home renovation and so forth. I'm passionate about that because that's what my organization do. If you remember, I said earlier, we almost on our 15th house that we renovating. You know what I mean? So I know the benefit of being able to put new roofs, new windows, new siding, and things like that. That's gonna raise your property value. That's gonna raise the morale of the people who live in that house when they can get some of these things done and fixed to raise they housing and the quality of life that's around them. So you absolutely right. But it's funds down there, bro. And don't let nobody tell you different. And I'm gonna get the actual number and I'm gonna shoot that to you on a follow up.
Okay. Okay. Um. Okay. Hey, how do you feel about the 30-day suspension of council person Tanya Burns, man? What's your take on that, man? I know you ain't
Again,
been around too long, but you know what I mean.
yeah. I mean, I'm kind of new, so I kind of coming into some, just like on the Flint Housing Commission. I'm coming into stuff. So my thing is, I'm neutral, bro. I'm an independent thinker. I look at things. I don't know all the stuff because I haven't been there that long. You know what I mean? So I have to excuse myself from that. And I even abstain from voting for that situation because I don't know all the details and facts behind it. So I'm not choosing one side over the other, you know, because everybody got their own opinion why certain things and why they voted for that to happen. So I really can't speak on that because that was before my time. But I did, if you check my vote, I did abstain because I don't know.
I mean, I mean, you know what I'm saying? I'm just keeping it real, man. Leave the politics out of it. I'm just saying, man. What, you know what I mean? Um, I'm just gonna say it, bro. Liddell and them on bullshit, man. They, you know what I mean? Tanya ain't do nothing to warrant no damn suspension, bro. I understand you saying, you know what I'm saying, you knew and all that, but I be, you know, I follow him, and she didn't do nothing to warrant no suspension, man. And it just seemed like to me, man, that that's what I'm saying. That's corruption, man.
Hello?
You know what I'm saying? That shit
Hello?
down there, man. I hate that you even got to go down there in that
Hello?
shit,
Hello?
bro. Can you hear me? You hear me, huh?
Hello?
You can't hear me? Uh, Can you hear me, bro?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I can't hear you.
Mm.
Can you hear me?
Hold on. Let me take you back in. Hold on a second. Hold
Okay, there you go.
on.
There you go. I got you back
You
now.
got okay. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
That's that right there is a form of corruption, man. You know, cause hey, you
Uh,
know, man, man. You done had some of them white council ladies and call people coloreds. They didn't call people ghetto. And ain't none of them motherfuckers get suspended, bro. She ain't warned nothing to get the suspension. You know what I'm saying?
uh,
I understand. Like I said, I understand you knew, but just on the moral standards, bro, that's bullshit. You ask me, man. They should
I
no
mean,
council person be able to
again,
suspend another council person. You know what I mean?
good brother,
Go ahead, bro.
and you definitely, and again, I'm gonna go back to say, those who've been following the situation, who've been kind of tuned into that component of seeing how that behavior, everybody gonna have their opinion. And for me, I just have to abstain from it because I haven't been there long enough to say, okay, this person been kind of doing this or this person's doing that. You know what I'm saying? So out of respect to all my fellow council members in that situation, I can't really speak on that. But what I can speak on is something I didn't respect that Miss Burns did. From the time I was interviewing for the position, she been coming at me a little crazy. You know what I mean? And this is somebody who don't even know me. We never did business or anything together. And I thought that I could have took it somewhere else, but I said I'm gonna keep moving in the light that I'm moving because I'm trying to bridge the gap and I'm trying to bring unity, and that's what I'm about. You know what I mean? I don't want to the dysfunction and all this back and forth is nonsense, bro. Because we stagnated, we not moving forward, and I'm not blaming no one person or the other, but what I am seeing and what's been said, and it's just not me, and there's people from the outside who don't even stay here, and people who stay here. The way we was moving currently, something has to change or we is going to be in trouble. Now, my position is maybe I can be a bridge, you know what I mean, to some of that. I ain't saying I can or I can't, but if it's something that's going to move our city forward, I'm all for it. And if it's going to benefit the residents in the first ward, absolutely, I'm all for it. And so, but I did come into this and she came at me. You can go check some videos, you know what I mean? Bringing up some things that wasn't accurate or wasn't true. I got phone calls. I can give you names of individuals giving me phone calls, asking me why I'm running, who gave her this false information, and then she ran right with it. But you didn't have the courage to come have a conversation with me and ask me about anything. So that's kind of questionable for me too when I see this person behavior is in that manner.
All right, man. I just want to touch on that. Hey, man, look, this they say I'm soft. They say I'm pitching you softballs, bro. So I wanna talk about this, bro. So I want to talk about the infamous videotape that's going around social media, man. I want your part of the story, man. About they, I ain't gonna show the video or nothing. I ain't finna do that. I don't do that. I ain't gonna show the video or nothing, but I want you know what I'm saying. I want you to elaborate on it. You know what I'm saying? They showing the video of you, I guess, going on your tennis porch with a yopper or whatever, and they all up and riled up about it. Can you tell your part of the story, bro? Because I know it's always two sides in every story. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And this is linked to the Tanya Burns situation. So I'm gonna show you how they are it's certain individuals running these little packs. So the video is not new. It came out about a year ago when the situation was going on. I got all the documents and paperwork right here. I had helped the individual, man, who was out here homeless. And I got him a job and I put him in one of our houses. For about a year, everything went well. Then after a year, individuals want to quit paying rent, they moving individuals in the house that don't supposed to be in there. It was just supposed to be her and her son there. Then I see the daughter, then the boyfriends, and all these individuals is moving in there. On top of that, my people stay right across the street, so I'm watching my house at all times. So it got to a point to where when you stop paying rent, you got dogs and things like that in the house. I just said when the lease run out, I'm not renewing it, and you need to find somewhere to go. Now I gave this person before the lease was over, they had like 90 days prior. They was like, okay, when the 90 days come, they still not trying to move. I end up having to take them to court. I won in court twice, bro. I won in court twice that this person had to leave my house. Every time I would go check on my house, I would call the police first before I went over there for situations like this because I know people are messy. They love gossip and all that, and then they'll love to tear a person down who coming from the mud and coming from that background and try to make it seem like I'm this monster or something. So after the police got tired of coming over there, the last time I won in court, you know how they give a judgment and you have a certain amount of days to be out of a house.
Right.
I won in court, so we're gonna say the day is the 20th. So I won that day, and they gave them 7 days to be out of the house. I waited 10 days, bro. I ride by my house. Nope. My family stay right across the street with cameras. So we watching the house. When I ride by the house, man, the boyfriend and whoever the baby daddies or whoever these individuals is hooded up with yoppers going in my house. So I said, okay, I called the police. I said, I'm trying to go clean out my house because they supposed to be out of my house. I just seen these two individuals go over there. So I called my contractor as well. The police end up not coming. They was tired of coming after me calling them all these up. I called my contractor, who's also registered. We go over there. Luckily, nobody was in the house, but illegally, she done changed the lock on my house and put the little camera thing. I seen the camera. I was looking at it. I was like, I'm gonna make sure. So I've been shot in my head and my back, so I take precautions. I'm licensed to carry. This is my own house, and I'm licensed to carry. Let me say that again. I'm licensed to carry. No one was in the house, thankfully. I changed my lock, started cleaning that stuff out. Everything was good. Then that same night, she burns down my house. If my uncle wouldn't have been across the street and called the fire truck, it would have went all the way to the ground. I got the paper right here, bro. The fire report. I had to put a PPO out on this person, and I sent you some of the out on this person because you just don't want to leave my house. And I did everything according to the law. What they did with the video from the camera thing is chopped it up. They don't show you all the other parts to it, though. They try to make me look like this crazy person going up in there or whatever. Bro, I wouldn't be in this position or doing the things I was doing if I ain't have my stuff together. I'm far from this person who's doing, I don't look for trouble. I hate violence. But what you're not going to do is just keep disrespecting, lying on me like that. It's unnecessary. Again, here's the paperwork. And then some of the people who putting it out there, they weren't even around to know. They getting it from somebody and promoting something because they don't like me for whatever reason. And then it's sad. Then for me, as a thinking person, and this is what I encourage others to think. If a person that I never did business with me, don't know me personally, but the first thing coming out of their mouth is something negative about me, you got to question yourself, why do they want leadership? What's your issue with this man? Because when you look on Facebook, you can see all the work I'm doing. I'm too busy involved in doing multiple things. I sit on too many boards. I don't got time for nonsense, bro. This is why I don't even really be doing interviews because I'm too burnt out and tired. On top of that, I'm a single parent raising a 10-year-old. So my time is occupied. I'm always involved in something positive or raising my son, or I'm laying back because I'm too tired to do anything. Just like today when I did the 2 cleanups in the first ward.
Well, you know what I'm saying, bro. I want, you know what I'm saying. Like I said, it's two sides to every story, and narratives. You know what I'm saying. Can be switched or whatever. That's why I want you to get, you know what I'm saying, your part of the story. You know what I'm saying? Because we've been hearing one part, we've been seeing a video that make you look like a
Absolutely.
monster. So, you know what I mean.
Absolutely.
So, I just want your part. See, I didn't know nothing about no fire. You know what I mean? So,
Hold on, good brother. Hold on. Let me show you this. Hold on. I know I text you the PPO, but hold on. Let me show you this. And then I just since they want to keep doing that, and I hope the individual helping them do that, because I reopened the situation because it's an open case. We still looking for the end. Man, bro, please pop up so we can go and arrest you. Here's the reports. These are reports. Fire reports with the damage that was done to my home. All this stuff, man. And then I sent you the PPO. Then I got I went in court. I went through all the proper channels and procedures that you're supposed to go through. That's why I'm just laughing, and I didn't even say nothing. But I'm like, man, if people believe in that, I'm glad you gave me this opportunity to speak on your platform. Let's get the truth out there. And now that the truth is out there, and you can reach out to me, and I'll pull up on you in person and show you these documents. So I don't want nobody saying, oh, them some fake documents. Another
right,
thing, you can meet
right.
me in person, and I will show you, and I
We'll
shot you
post.
one of them.
We'll post them. We'll post them. We'll put them up and post them. I mean, men lie, women lie, but paperwork don't. Um, I got somebody had a question for you. They said, will you be running for first ward election time?
Absolutely. August 6th. Please vote for
Okay.
Leon El-Alamin. We already doing the work. We're going to continue to do the work, eliminating blight, doing prison reform, helping our youth creating jobs, helping our elders trying to work to get more funding put into a pot so we can get some more homes renovated, new roofs, new windows, and so forth, public safety. That's our platform. Absolutely.
Okay. Miss Renee Jackson said, I hope you're not tired to do what's right for the residents. You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
sorry. You broke up, good brother. You say what
Oh,
now?
okay. No, I got a comment. Miss Renee Jackson said, I hope you are not tired because you said you was tired. She said, I hope you're not tired to do what's right for the residents of Flint, Michigan.
Never, I'm never tired of helping the people. I mean, it's just, I've been grinding. Like if you go look on my page right now, I participated in the 2 cleanups this morning. My son, I had to spend time with my son. On top of that, You know, I'm in other committees. I'm the vice president over here. I run my own business. That's what I just been by being tired. But I'm never too tired to fight for the residents. I love my people, man. I've been doing this before any titles. You know what I'm saying? When I came home from nothing, and when you met me, nothing. I've been busting my butt since day one, and that's just what I mean by that. But you're absolutely right. I'm fighting for the residents. I want to see more resources get poured into our ward, and overall the city of Flint that's going to benefit us and improve the quality of life. So absolutely, I'll never quit fighting for the people.
Hey man, I want you to we running a little short on time. I want you to look into the camera, man, and tell the world, man, who you really are, bro. Tell just you know what I'm saying. Give me a closing remark, man. What you want the people to know.
I'm Leon El-Alamin, running for First Ward City Councilman on August 6th. I hope to get your support. If the work that I already been doing, I'm not making up something. I don't need to create anything. I'm already doing the work, collaborating with people in the community to help improve the community. I'm not gonna sit up here and say I was perfect, but I am someone who transformed his life around, who's been committed to this ward and to the residents doing the work. I will be here. I will be here to listen to you and hear your concerns and work to solve those problems and those issues to the best of my ability. And when I can't do it, guess what? I'm honest enough to tell you, look, I tried, it ain't gonna happen, but I'm honest enough to tell you that, and then we might have to go back to the drawing board and figure out something. You know what I mean? But I'm just somebody that's 100, man. I'm honest. If you want to know anything about me, reach out to me. Please don't follow those who don't even. Most of these people don't even know me or even stay in the ward or the city, but they got an opinion and they think they know me and they put up things about me, but you don't even know me. So I'm just asking people to really take the time to get to know me. Because if you get to know me, my resume is outstanding. I'm involved in a lot of things that's moving our city forward. And I ask anybody that's coming against me to put their resume up to mine, and they can't.
Hey man, I'm just gonna keep it 100 with you, man. What do you tell the people when they say I hear this all the time? Leon Lamin, he part of the fucked up five. You know what the fucked up five is? That would be um God damn it. That'd be Liddell, that'd be Quincy, and that'd be the two white ladies. What's her name? Judy, Eva. Is that how many that is? That's for hold on. Man, they say the fucked up five, man. They say you part of them, man. What would you say? What you say to him, man? You know, hey man, you know
Again,
we keep it real,
again.
man. Fuck it.
No,
I ain't
I
tap
respect.
dancing.
I respect that. So I tell you what. So the people who say that, right? If these five are voting to move public safety, to get new ambulance trucks that we haven't had in 20 years in our city, if they voting for that and I vote for it, is that a bad thing? That's gonna benefit us all? Is that a bad thing?
Well,
That's
hold
the
on, hold on,
question
hold
I'm
on.
asking. The things that I'm vote if they vote for something or they pushing something that's going to benefit us as a ward and a community as a whole, and I'm giving you a couple examples. The we just voted to have a new ambulance service brought back to the city of Flint. We haven't had this in over 20 years. With all the things that take place and go on in our community, especially on the north side and the east side, having an ambulance truck that we own and operate that can get to and provide this service, is that a bad thing? Voting for public safety. So if they voting for things that's common sense, that's gonna move us forward, then I don't have a problem with it. Now, if you on some BS that's stopping us from growth or hurting the people in the first ward, no, I'm not gonna vote for it. I'm an independent thinker, and whenever I make decisions, I'm always thinking about the people in the first ward and how we gonna move forward. And that's how I stand. If it's right, I'm voting for it. I don't care who name on it. If it's right and gonna move us forward, we put more money into police so we can have more public safety. If we put money into fire and things like that, absolutely, I'm voting for it. I'm an honest man. I'm gonna vote for it. I don't care who brings it up.
Hey man, y'all got a couple questions to ask Leon. Call in, man. Call in and ask him because I can't keep up with the comments. Call in. He right here, right now. He right here, right now. Y'all got I put the number up. I put the number up. I put the number up. It's on the screen. Call in. You know what I'm saying? He right here. This brother is being transparent, and he gonna answer y'all questions. You know what I'm saying? Y'all say I'm throwing the softballs. I'm trying to keep. I mean, I don't know what y'all want out of me, but I'm. You know what I'm saying? I'm satisfied with what I'm asking him, and he ain't ducked the question yet. Hold on, we got somebody. We got somebody. Hold on.